G'day everyone, what is going on? It is your favorite producer from Down Under, Jhin, back with another video. And in this one, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a dark, evil sounding sample for an artist such as Yeat or Playboi Carti inside of FL Studio. Now, if you are new here, I would greatly appreciate it if you do punch that subscribe button for me. And while you're at it, flick that little notification bell so you get notified every single time that I upload a video. Friendly reminder that I stream live over on Twitch as well, every single night from 10 PM AEST, Australian Eastern Standard Time. So if you want to catch up with the shenanigans, would greatly appreciate it if you follow me over there as well. But yeah, with that being said, let's get into FL Studio and let's deconstruct this sample. Okay, so here we are inside of FL Studio, and like majority of my samples, not really that much is happening with this one. We have 3 melodic and 1 bass. The first melodic comes in from Serum, and we are using the Kinetic Serum Bank by another VGN, the preset being Synth Vertigo. Now, all we're doing with this one is something really simple. We're using 5th chords, or what I like to call power chords, and what we are doing is just getting rid of the middle note. To begin with, we are working in the key of A sharp minor at a BPM of 143. Now, as you can see, we have an A sharp minor chord, but we got rid of the middle note. Now, that practically gives it that sort of dark feel and just kind of makes it sound a little bit more sinister, in my honest opinion. But just to make it sound a little bit dark and a little bit more eerie as well, you want to work with notes that are close together. You don't really want to go that far around the scale. That's kind of where you get into your melodic sort of samples. When it comes to making something dark, you really want to keep it really close together. Keeping that in mind, I started with the A sharp minor chord, got rid of the middle note, then just went by ear, where with the top line, as you can see here, we go F down to D sharp to F sharp down to F. Now I just copied and pasted that for the full sample or this full melody. Now going on to the top melody, it repeats over and over and over again, but we're practically just using it as a staircase. As you can see, we go A sharp to C sharp, then we go down to C, up to D sharp, and then we're ending it on C sharp. So we're practically working our way up, then down, then back up, then back down again. It's just something really nice. It was really catchy. To make it sound a little bit different though, for the second part of this melody, I add in this really high layer where we go C to C sharp, up to F sharp, down to D sharp, to C sharp, playing C sharp again, but sustaining it, and then dropping it down to C, sustaining it a little bit, just to give it a little bit of variance. Because if you have the exact same thing playing over and over and over again, it will get boring, not just for the artist, but for everyone listening to it as well. So doing subtle changes like this is an easy way just to keep your loops more interactive and just make them more lively as well. But in context, this is what it sounds like. As you can hear, really simple, but the second part just makes it sound a little bit more different, which makes it a bit more enjoyable to listen to. Going on to the next part of this sample, it comes in from Contact, and surprise, surprise, it is the Nor Pure Bank, and we are just using the basic Pure preset. Now, when it comes to making synthetic samples, I still love adding a natural layer. In this case, it was the piano. It's something I tend to do. Just makes it, to me, feels like it just gives it a little bit more body, just a little bit more, you know, character to it as well. All we're doing with this one, though, is just something really simple. We're just playing the root note over 2 octaves. Now, keeping in mind that we are in the key of A sharp, the root note is obviously A sharp. Playing it over 2 octaves, we are playing A sharp 3 and A sharp 2. Now, we just copied and pasted that one over 4 times, playing for the full sample. In context, it just sounds like so. Really simple, didn't really want to go overboard with it. I just wanted to use it more just to fill up some of the low end, just give it a little bit of body as well. We are changing the velocity though down the bottom just to make it sound a bit more human, so it's not playing the exact same notes at the exact same power, the exact same velocity. Going on to the next element, it comes in from Serum yet again, and we are using the Pluck download from the Kinetic Serum Bank yet again by another VGN. Can highly recommend this bank. Not sponsored, but it is honestly a really good bank. All we are doing with this one is a really simple counter melody where we are just using 3 notes. Those notes for the first part being A sharp, A, and F sharp, then changing it up for the second part where we go A sharp, A, and F. That one just repeats over just one more time for the second part of the melody, and in context, it just sounds like so. We are playing it really high up in the frequency range, but it's just so it kind of sits in the sample a little bit better. When I was making this sample, having it down, it was clashing with the main melody. So in order to give everything its own room, decided just to pitch it up. And I just kind of liked how it sounded. It just kind of sounded like a little bit crystallized being in that higher frequency. So decided to keep it because I honestly enjoyed it. The final part comes in from Serum yet again. And we are using the Mafia Base. Now, this is a preset that I have made, which will be available in a massive sound kit releasing pretty soon called Demon Lord Volume 1. Now, if you do want to be put on the email list so you get notified when it does drop, I'll be leaving a link to that one down in the description. Or if you do want the chance to get a free copy of it, BeatStars, their Discord is holding a giveaway because we have hit 10,000 members over there. I am a mod for them over there as well. Now, I did put that one up as a reward for whoever wins that giveaway. So if you do want a chance to get it for free, join the Discord. All the information is in there. But yeah, with this bass, kept it really simple. We are working yet again in A sharp. So I just followed the root note, just holding A sharp for the full sample, but adding in just some slides every now and then. As you can see, it slides up to F sharp, then to F, back up to F sharp, then down to F. In context, this is what the bass sounds like. Just to kind of fill in that really low end. Now I'm having this play and I take the piano out for one part of the sample because having them play together was clashing, it was creating muddiness, and you don't really want that. Going on to the effects though, with the main melody, we just have an EQ where we get rid of a lot of the low end just to prevent some of the muddiness, and then just another EQ where we get rid of the lows and just shape it a little bit where we boost the 1300 hertz just up a little bit, and we just get rid of some of the mid lows to some of the highs as well, just so it kind of fits in the mix a little bit better. Going on to the piano, we just have an EQ where we get rid of some of the lows, some of the highs, so it fits in the mix a little bit nicer. Going on to the next serum, we have it really drastically cut. We get rid of all of the lows, we just keep some of the mids all the way up to the highs. A ping pong delay comes in from Fruity Delay 3. Now all we're doing is just changing the wet dry master knob to 80%. We have an EQ where we shape it, we get rid of all of the lows, and we bump up around the 3000 hertz range, and we just get rid of some of the highs just so it isn't as ear piercing. Going on to the last part though, we have a guitar rig come in where we are using the acoustic multi, and all we are doing with this one is just changing the master wet dry to 40%. Going on to the bass though, this one has another EQ where we get rid of a lot of the highs and just a little bit of the lows because it was just really rumbly and I just didn't like how it sounded, just personal preference with this one. Another EQ comes in where we just boost the 140 hertz range just to make it stand out in the mix a little bit more, and we get rid of a lot of the highs just mainly due to the fact that there wasn't really that much happening. There was like 2 spikes in the EQ, so just decided to get rid of it, make it a little bit cleaner and tidier. Going on to the melody bus, we only have 2 things on this one. An RC20, where we are using the Tri-Freeze preset. If you want to cop this one, download link to it will be in the description. And we just have the magnitude on 80%. A Fruity limiter comes in just to make sure there aren't unnecessary peaks. But yeah, that is the easy way that you can make a sample for artists such as Playboi Carti or Yeat inside of FL Studio. If you are new here, would greatly appreciate it if you do punch that subscribe button for me. And while you're at it, flick that little notification bell so you get notified every single time I upload a video. Friendly reminder, I stream live over on Twitch as well from 10 PM AEST, Australian Eastern Standard Time. So if you want to catch up with the shenanigans, would greatly appreciate it if you chuck me a follow over there as well. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you all next week for another video.